This review will take a look at the interrogation
It's
of
been a
Stephanie
million years ago.
Lazarus. She was a Los Angeles police officer who was arrested for a homicide and was eventually convicted. And it's real rare that they arrest one of their own. And it's quite an interrogation. This case has been on profiled on numerous television shows. And here's a kind of a quick reveal, so you'll get the significant points in. One moment, please. Here it is.
I'm not sure. Stephanie, I don't know if you know my partner.
Hey,
great.
Hi.
Stuart, nice to
Yeah,
meet
see
you.
you guys.
How's it going?
Good.
Milling around. Well, have a seat. What this is, I didn't want to bring this up in your squad room. Oh, no, it's fine. I think we're good.
You're going to bring somebody in, right?
Yeah, well, I'll explain the whole thing
That's
to you.
fine.
I don't want to talk about this in the squad room because I don't know who people are listening.
That's true.
And if we go to my side, everybody's always wondering what everybody else is
Sure, no
doing.
problem.
Okay. But like we're talking about being busy and stuff, we've been assigned a case that we've been looking at.
Okay.
It's a new case, and as we're doing the case, there's some notes to see as far as your name being mentioned.
Okay.
Do you know John Rutten?
John Rutten?
Rutten.
Oh, yeah, I went to school with him.
You did?
Yeah.
How long did you know him?
Gosh, I went to school in, let's see, went to UCLA in 1978 I started, and, met him at school at the dorms.
Mm-hmm. Were you guys friends, close friends?
Yeah, we're very close friends.
Yeah?
I mean, what's this all about?
Well, it's it's a case we're working on. It involves John, and in there, some of the statements we reviewed, there's notes and stuff that he knew you and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we were good friends, lived in the dorms I lived in the dorms for 2 years.
You guys lived in the same dorm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Dystra.
Okay. Were you guys just friends or anything else, or?
Yeah, we were good friends.
Yeah. Was there ever any relationship or anything that developed between you guys?
Yeah, I mean, we dated,
Uh-huh.
I mean, what's this all about?
Well, it's relating to his wife.
Okay.
Okay. Did you know her?
Not really. I mean, I knew that he got married years ago.
Uh-huh. Did you ever meet her?
God, I don't know.
Do you know who she was or anything?
Well, let me think. God, it's been a long time ago. I may have met her
And that's some early part of the interrogation. It heats up a bit. Let me advance this a bit.
once.
Now, what do they put that on a? I'm just curious myself. Do they put it on a? They
DVD.
get all on one DVD? They don't need like
No,
a hard drive or anything?
No, there's like, I think 11 DVDs. Yeah, I don't even have time.
Oh, it's a series of DVDs that they put them on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I got.
I'm not that familiar with computer stuff,
Oh,
so that's
yeah.
why I was asking.
It's like 11 DVDs.
Oh, okay.
So, I didn't have a chance to go through them. You could go through and pick which ones you don't want. I don't have time to do that.
Right.
So like you said, I don't think we ever socialized. He'd still call me. I can't say that I would, if he's married, I don't know that I would have called him. I mean, maybe, who knows? I don't know. It's been a million years ago.
Well, how long was John married before his wife died?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
And after his wife died, did you talk to him again or anything?
Yeah, I mean, I did talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to him, probably his parents, probably some other friends. I'm sure I talked to him.
Yeah.
But you're not sure where he moved to after he got married?
no idea. I mean,
Never went over to visit him or
I don't think.
meet
I
his
mean, I
wife
don't
or-
think so. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I did. I mean, I know he lived on Roscoe for a long, long time. I mean, I may know. I mean, he may have told me where they lived, somewhere in the valley. I mean, he may have said I lived over such and such, but I couldn't tell you specifically where.
But you don't remember specifically ever going over to visit him or visit them and wherever he moved when he left Roscoe?
On LAPD, Randy Cordobas.
I don't think I
He's
know
a
him.
detective. He's got a twin brother who's on the fire department. That's how I met Randy, because he had a twin brother, identical twin on the fire department.
Okay.
And
Anyway, you and
I
Randy...
dated him. When, I couldn't tell you. It was before he came on the job.
Oh, before Randy came on the job?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that was, I'm trying to remember. If Mike may have, I'm trying to remember. Mike may have dated, a girl that he dated. God, it sounds too weird. Randy may have dated a gal that Mike was dating. And then Randy broke up with that gal. I couldn't even tell you the gal's name, if I'm even thinking of the story right. And then I started dating Randy.
Yeah.
So again, I mean, not like I was a huge floozy or anything, but
No, but, you know, I mean, a lot of times, right, at least from my female partners that I've had, you know, it's hard dating guys that aren't involved in kind of our circle, right? Because some guys are intimidated by, you know, women police officers.
Randy was like an engineer at the time. He was like some kind of an engineer. Married?
I don't know. I think it was like in 85 or 86 or something like that. Yeah, we just kind of picked this up. We don't know a lot about it.
I mean, I could have been working in Hollywood, it sounds like, if that's where I was working. So I could have said, okay, well, and I went and talked to her, and just said, hey, you know what, if he's dating you, he keeps calling me, why don't you tell him to knock it off or whatever, and, because I probably would have told him to knock it off.
You would have told John.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I would have said, hey, and again...
But you wanted to tell her, too? You wanted them both to know?
Yeah, I mean, if you're getting called, and I'm faintly remembering when Scott moved in with me in 1993, sometime in '93, because I met Scott in April of '92. I was teaching DARE up in Oregon, and what's this got to do with me dating him and her getting killed? I mean, I don't have anything to do with it. And you got something that's, somebody said, whatever. I mean.
Well, like we said, we just literally got this the other day, and you're going through it.
Yeah.
And you see
somebody said,
your
oh,
name.
it's next door.
Right, and so, I mean, obviously it's like we recognize the name, and we know that, you work next door to us, and so we're trying to get some background. We're trying to figure this out. I mean, this is from a long time ago.
Oh, I know. And
and things have been kind of slow for us. And so, Chief Beck has said, hey, I want you guys working. I don't want you just sitting around reading the paper.
Yeah.
So he's kind of pushing some older cases out even to the guys that work active cases because, and so we see this and we're just like, oh, well, we want to talk to you about it. But, of course.
Living then,
Well, after...
I know...
Well, let me ask you, after he hooked up with...
Even if he was living on Roscoe or wherever else he was living.
Right.
Well, after he hooked up with Sherry, do you know where they were living?
No, you asked me that already.
Uh-huh.
And I said, well, obviously they were living in Van Nuys division.
Yeah.
I may have known. I mean, did he ever give me the address? Maybe. I don't remember. I mean, I don't know.
Because the only reason I'm asking you again is because as we've been talking, I know some stuff has come to you because you're like, oh, it seems like you should. So that's why I'm asking if you've ever been to the house.
And when you said Van Nuys division, you know, I'm sure he could have told me. I mean, he could have told me. He could have told me where he lived. Something like that. They lived across from me. Diana Basta, I don't know if she lived on our floor. Maybe she was the RA. Diane Sherman, because I still remain friends with Diane Sherman. Not that I'm not friends with the other people, I just don't see them. A gal named Smita, Sally, Kathleen, you know, so we were all on the floor. I mean, some of them were athletes, some of them weren't. You know, I said John played basketball, his brother played basketball, I played basketball at UCLA for 2 years. One of the girls swam on the team, one was on the crew team. So we all did stuff together. And then I'd say after we all graduated, we went to weddings. You know, I went to weddings. And got very ill. We would all socialize. Like I said, I don't think John ever, it's hard, I don't want to say he never socialized with us. You know, it's been, I'd have to almost go back and look at pictures, because I take pictures. I mean, I usually, when I go to functions, I have 10,000 pictures, okay?
That occurred, and they've also told us that an incident at her house occurred.
You know what?
And this is at her house during the period of time that they're married.
That's just not sounding familiar at all. I mean, you know what? That's just not sound. Again, if someone says that I was at her house and I had an incident with her, you know, that just doesn't sound. You know, was John there? Did John say this happened? Because, and other people were there. I don't recall. I mean, it just doesn't sound, you know, familiar.
And this is an incident where you showed up. You weren't supposed to show up, and things got heated.
At his house?
Yeah.
Well, I would think.
So.
I mean, I don't know what to still tell you.
Yeah. No, because I'm looking at the notes, and people are kind of, I mean, they're pointing the finger at you.
Well,
And,
I mean, that's not ringing a bell to me, so, you know, I don't know, you know, it's, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, that just sounds crazy to me.
yeah, so you, offhand, you don't recall ever going into her house and having words and physically, you know,
No.
attacking her attacking you?
No.
Nothing like that?
No, I mean, that's, no.
Nothing?
No. No. Not at all.
Okay. Well, on some of the, on this case, you know, it occurred in 86, right? Detectives processed the scene, things of that nature. They did fingerprints and all that stuff. You know, well, you know the standard stuff. You've been doing this longer than I have.
Well, I don't know about that. I got 26 years on, going on 26.
19, so. But, you know, as they processed everything, they did the best they could at that time, and they looked at a lot of people and different things in this case. And you're right.
I mean, if you guys are claiming that I'm a suspect, then, you know, I got a problem with, you know, with that.
Okay.
Okay? So, you know, if you're doing this as an interrogation, you're saying, hey, I'm a suspect. Well, now I got a problem with, you know, now you're accusing me of this? Is that what you're saying?
We're trying to figure out what happened, Stephanie.
Well, I'm just saying, you know, do I need to get a lawyer if you're accusing me of this? You know.
You don't have to. I mean, you know, you're here of your own free will. I mean,
no. I know, but I mean.
You know, you're not under arrest. You can walk out.
You can leave whenever you like.
Well, you know, I'm trying to give you some background of, you know, how I knew him, and now you're telling me that somebody's saying that we had this big old fight, and I don't even know what you're talking about. You know, and I don't want to, you know, get in trouble for something that I didn't even.
And let me advance.
Position, I mean, we would feel the same way.
I just can't even believe it. I mean, it's just, I mean, I'm shocked. I'm really shocked that somebody would be saying that I did this. I mean, we had a fight, and so I went and killed her. I mean, come on.
Well,
That's,
okay.
All right.
well, thanks for giving me the courtesy. I wish I could record it.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Stephanie, take care.
All right.
Stephanie, you know you have the right to remain silent. Do you understand?
Yes,
Anything you say may be used against you in court. Do you understand?
yes.
You have the right to the presence of an attorney before and during any questioning. Do you understand?
As you can see, she was arrested and handcuffed and read her rights there, and she was later convicted of the crime and is currently in jail. And it's a case where the LA police officers actually arrested one of their own, and you heard during the interview she had been with them for 26 years, quite a while. And it's, if you like true crime, this is rather interesting footage. And I tried to get all the significant points in, including the arrest, but hopefully you were able to get a good review of the interrogation and the finalization where she's actually arrested, and that should do it.